Right now, your kid's phone might be sharing their exact location with strangers, letting them buy things without your permission, or showing them content you'd never approve of. In the next 9 minutes, I'll show you 5 settings every parent needs today. And setting 4 is the one almost nobody knows exists. I'm not going to give you a 20-minute lecture about screen time being bad. You already know that. Here's what you probably don't know, that most parents never touch, because Apple and Google bury them 3 menus deep on purpose. I spent time actually digging through both systems, so you don't have to. And I'll explain exactly why each one matters, not just where to tap. Let's start with the one that affects the most apps at once. Setting 1. Go to Settings, tap Screen Time, then Content and Privacy Restrictions, and turn it on. Once it's on, you can block explicit content, require your approval for every new app install, and restrict web browsing to kid-safe sites only. Here's the part most tutorials skip. This restriction works at the operating system level, not inside individual apps. That means even if your kid finds a workaround inside one app, the phone itself is still blocking it. That's why this is the foundation setting. Setting 2, and this genuinely surprises most parents. A big chunk of the apps on your kid's phone are sharing their real-time location. Not with you, but with the app itself. Go to Settings, Privacy and Security, Location Services. You'll see every single app listed with a tag, always, while using, or never. Here's the key thing to look for. Anything set to always that isn't Maps or Find, My should probably be changed. Why does this matter beyond privacy? Battery. Apps with always location access are one of the top hidden causes of battery drain because they're pinging GPS constantly in the background, even when your kid isn't touching the phone. Setting 3. Money. This is the setting that costs parents actual dollars when it's skipped. Screen time, content and privacy restrictions, then iTunes and App Store purchases. Set in-app purchases to don't allow. Setting 4. Here's the one I promised you. It's called Safe Search, and here's why almost nobody sets it up correctly. It doesn't just control Google search results. It also affects what shows up recommended on YouTube when your kid isn't signed into a separate, restricted account. Go to your kid's Google account settings, find Safe Search, and turn it on. But don't stop there. You need to specifically lock it, because without locking it, anyone can just switch it back off in about 10 seconds flat. Then, separately, go into the YouTube app itself and turn on restricted mode in the app's own settings. This is the part almost nobody realizes. Safe Search and YouTube restricted mode are 2 completely different switches. Enable only one, and you've only covered half the gap. Last setting, downtime. This isn't just about limiting screen hours, it's specifically about protecting sleep, which is where most of the real damage from phone overuse actually happens. In screen time, set a downtime schedule, say 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. During that window, only the apps you specifically allow, like a phone or messages app, will actually open. Everything else grays out on the home screen automatically. No negotiating required at bedtime. Quick recap: content restrictions as your foundation, checking location permissions for privacy and battery, locking down purchase approval, Safe Search plus YouTube restricted mode together, not just one, and a proper downtime schedule for sleep. 5 settings, maybe 15 minutes total the first time you set them up. If this helped, hit subscribe. I'm posting 2 new videos every week. See you there.